Welcome back. Well, we have Stuart Spencer here on behalf of Advanced Ear Care. Well, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing terrific, Lisa. Nice to be here. Thanks for having us.
Of course, of course. Now, we've got some new information with you guys. You have purchased Crone Hearing Aid Center. What does that mean?
You know, that's
process.
We're really excited about that. You know, Crone Hearing Aid Center has been around here for probably 60 years.
Oh, wow.
You know, something like that. Ed Crone started that as a Belltone office way back early in the day. And his daughter Liz and his son Ed and Liz's husband Rob Swanson ran that for, you know, years. And so, you know, they were looking to, you know, kind of retire and move on. And so we went in, took a look at it, and, you know, we purchased their assets. And so all the client files are at our office now, so we take care of all the patients. And so we're really excited about it. You know, we did the same thing about 2 years ago, you know, with Orange County Professional Hearing and Speech.
Right.
When they were looking to kind of transition into retirement. So, you know, just merged a lot of, you know, new patients into our business. And, you know, people like the way we take care of them. So it's been a really good acquisition for us. But
you haven't had to expand your area, your business much?
No, you know, we had a big area all the time. You know, it's like almost 3,500 square feet. So we've got like 5, you know, patient offices where we can fit and adjust and test and, you know, all of that. So we have had to add some providers, you know, in there to kind of accommodate the patient flow. I mean, you know, yesterday we saw 56 patients.
Oh my gosh.
You know, so I mean, you know, it's a busy clinic and, you know, it's just getting more successful. And, you know, it's very exciting, especially at this time, you know, when we have, you know, some newer products coming out that are just amazing. So
you say that every time.
I know it.
I mean, technology is crazy.
It is so crazy. This is something that's really special. You know, I always see these little changes, you know, in technology. It's like, wow, that's good, that's good. This is like a quantum leap forward.
Really?
And I mean, it's been amazing. People are just like, oh my gosh, Stuart. You know, I mean, I hear like I did when I was a kid. I mean, I've never heard that before. You know, we went up and just before the Oscars, you know, we fit Elton John, you know, with hearing aids and David. And, you know, Elton's worn hearing aids for a long time. And, you know, he put them in, he's like, oh my gosh, this is like 1,000 times better. I mean, like that. You know, and he knows sound, you know, so I mean, I really appreciate, you know, when he says that. And he said, don't make any adjustments. This is just perfect. And so we're getting a lot of that kind of feedback. It's like, whoa, you know, this is something really special.
So now, which particular type of hearing aids does he use, being in that profession?
It's called an Audibel Intrigue, you know, hearing aid. You know, it's the technology that we're fitting on, you know, most of the newer people. Yeah, I went up and fit Norman Lear last week. You know, sweet little guy, 95. You know, he did all the production for all those things. You know, Sanford and Sons, all my family, you know, All in the Family, Laverne and Shirley. You know, and he was wearing, you know, the latest technology just before this came out. And he put them on, and you know, we read words with the old ones, read words with the new ones. So we see how much better they're doing. You know, he improved like 26%.
Oh gosh!
And that's huge. You know,
how long had it been before he replaced his?
It was about 2 years.
Oh, in that short amount of time.
That short amount of time. Wow. I mean, this is really a special kind of product, and we're seeing a lot of great results. So we're excited about it.
So now you do have multiple. Well, there are people here in Laguna Woods who are having to, you know, be in rooms with lots of noise and lots of people talking. How does this particular hearing aid help that?
So, you know, definitely, right? So many people, you know, kind of transition. You know, not a lot of people are already in, you know, communities where they have a community dining room and a lot of socialization. But some people come from their home, right, where they've been alone for 20 years. You know, then all of a sudden they're in this community, they have this dining room, so they're not as used to all that noise and activity as many others. But whether you're experienced or not experienced in those environments, what this does is it's a faster, smarter processor. So, you know, these engineers are starting to get these algorithms down where they're identifying these noise groups, you know, and so they're smarter hearing aids, and they're faster at identifying noise and speech in noise, so that we can reduce that noise. Anytime we reduce the noise, you always hear the speech more clearly. Right? It's that signal to noise ratio. So that's getting a little more sophisticated. So even a bridge club, you know, I mean, everybody's talking, having a good time, and they're trying to hear the bids, and it's like, you know, it's a little bit more challenging. We hear that a lot. So now they can hear through that noise or wherever it may be, you know, with your families or church.
Is the technology AI?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot of weird things going on with AI these days, you know.
That's right,
As
yeah.
long as it doesn't start talking to
Yeah,
them.
that's right. Yeah. Well, they actually do a little bit.
Great.
Yeah.
Giving them commands.
Yeah. Time to go to bed.
Yeah, yeah. But I love it, the fact that things have changed so much. Now, when people come in to visit you, you know, it's obviously, of course, you know, a start to finish situation if they're new.
Sure.
Right? But if they're not new, you know, what are some of the things that they can look forward to for you to help them?
Well, you know, I mean, what we've gotten a lot better at, you know, on a clinical level is evaluating the results. You know, hearing aids are expensive, let's face it, right? So, I mean, you really have to justify making that kind of investment. So, you know, we can see where people are at with what their current technology is just by going through a process of verifying how they're hearing, and we'll get a percentage, you know. I mean, many times with their current hearing aids, it's like 60%, right? You know, we put the new technology on them, read them a very similar list of words, you know, that are balanced the same way, you know, they get 92%. It's like, holy cow, you know. Then it's worth making that investment, really hearing that much better. It's a quality of life issue, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, they wear the darn things, you know, 14, 15 hours a day, all day long, every day. And so it really improves everything around them. So all the relationships and everything else.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let me ask you a quick question. So my father lost one of his hearing aids.
Right.
Do hearing aids still work well if you lose one? Or do they have to?
What do you mean?
Well, like if
you mean
you
the
lose
one that you still have left?
Yeah, the one you have left. So can it still provide some sort of assistance?
So, yeah, you know, I mean, it's like wearing a monocle, right? You know, I mean, you're only correcting the vision in one eye, you know. With the hearing aid, you're only correcting the hearing in one ear.
Right.
You know, what you hear in your right ear goes to the left hemisphere of your brain. I mean, there's a reason we have two ears.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd have one right here, you know. So, is it better? Sure. Than nothing? Is it what you need to have? No. You know, you need to have that second side. You know, it gives you directional capabilities, helps you hear softer spoken sound, hear better in speech, hear better in back of you. You know, a lot of really important things.
Can you replace just one if need be?
Many times, you know, depends on how old it is, you know, if they still make it, you know, that type of thing.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask because that just happened. So I appreciate
it happens all the time. Yeah.
I know, and I'm like, great. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for all the great information. I appreciate it, and of course, people know where to go for the latest and greatest.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been great to be here today.
All right, thank you. If you want more information about anything we've discussed, to include the new revolutionary new Intrigue, you can certainly go to advancedearcare.com or make an appointment at 949-354-0040. We'll be right back.